Hi everyone, this is Laura and welcome to my channel. I'm so excited. I have another card I finished, which I would like to share with you guys. Now this will be a project share. This is not going to be included in one of the cards that I actually want to do a live process tutorial for. That is actually coming next, depending on how I upload this. But I promise you there will be several process card videos for those of you who are interested in seeing me put together a card using some of my Diemond Die winter dies or Christmas themed dies and other dies as well. We have a great assortment of nesting dies now with Diemond Dies, and there are certainly so many other dies that can be played with that aren't necessarily Christmas or winter themed, but yet would look great on Christmas cards. I just happen to be really utilizing the newer Christmas dice that was just released. And in saying that, I decided to incorporate one of those dice in my project I wanted to share with you today. I did use some of the older dies, such as the poinsettia. Poinsettia. I never say that flower right. The poinsettia flower, I did incorporate that in my project. I also incorporated the Diemond Dies ovals nesting dies. And this is one of our newer winter release dies. That is the Snowflake die. It is a beautiful, beautiful die. I'm enamored with all the details that are in this die, and you will get to see that in 1 second when I share with you my project. Before I do get to that though, guys, I just wanted to remind you guys that Diemond Dies is offering free shipping over the holidays for any orders. I mean, not only for the holidays, but this is all the time with them. Any order for $35 or more will automatically receive free shipping. What I meant to say is it's a great thing to have free shipping during the holidays because, as you know, we are trying to really pinch those pennies so we can get more goodies and more Christmas gifts. And if you use my coupon code, thanks Laura, you'll receive an additional 10% off to whatever great, awesome bundle packages and prices that you will be receiving already over at that site. All the links for the Diemond Dies YouTube channel, Facebook channel, and store will be in my description box below, just in case you need those. And like I said, I have been super mega busy creating all kinds of Christmas cards and little goodie boxes and treat boxes. And I was making some cards, trying to make the simpler cards so I can do them on a process video. And while I was making those cards, I kind of missed my little character image stamps. And one of the stamps, thinking about Stephanie and Kim's challenge, one of the stamps that I have not used in forever, if at all, because I don't remember. I think I used this once. This was given to me by my sweet dear friend Louise, who's Mama JT4 here on YouTube. She had gifted me this gorgeous girl stamp, and I have not really played with her the way I wanted to. So I decided to color her in, play with her over the weekend with my Copics and such, and lent for a great opportunity to make a card for you guys and to share it using some of my Diemond dies. One of the things that I wanted to do was more of also was paper piecing. And so this is what I made. Here we go. So I used my graphic 45 papers, and these papers were just a whole bunch of cut out leftover pieces in my stash. So I'm not even too familiar with which collection it was, Christmas collection. It could have been the 12 Days of Christmas collection, which is what I really think it came from. But I'm not absolutely sure. But it is graphic 45 papers. And I did do a 5x7 card this time. I matted, as you can see there. I used some red cardstock as a mat, then some design paper. I have some of these gold flat back pearls in the corners, just to use as a decorative element. But over here is where the beauty, right here. Oh, and I also used 2 of my Spellbinders dies for this project to use in conjunction with the Diemond Die dies, which I will get to that part in a second. So here are the flowers that I made for this card. And her paper piecing, I used scrap pieces of papers also. This one was actually from the Lawn Fawn. Oh, I forgot the name of that one. Oh my. I knew it and I just forgot. But that is one of the Lawn Fawn paper stacks. It's one of the newer winter ones. I don't think it's called Boca. Oh well. And then this one here was just some scrap paper I had in my stash. I took some white cardstock and I used my snowflake die and my poinsettia die, cut them both out. For the flower, I decided to keep it 1 layer because I really wanted you to see the details of the snowflake. And I thought the snowflake layered on top of the poinsettia die cut just lent to a really pretty wintry looking flower. And then I also added some of the this stuff right here, which quite honestly I really wanted to use as well because I've had this in my stash forever. This was given to me by my dear sweet friend Janelle, who's Craft Sponge here on YouTube, but I think she changed her YouTube name. It might just go by Janelle now. And that's what I used on the whole entire card. I used that on the flowers. I used it on her hat and all along just to give it some glimmer. In the center of the flower, I have there one of my little flat back pearl flowers. And then over here on the top here, I have some white sprays that I had in my stash. And also I used the Martha Stewart twig branch punch, which is this punch right here. And I love this punch. I love it as a filler, especially with the Diemond Die flowers. It's like my favorite go-to. Excuse me. And as you can see down here, you can really see where I really used a lot of those sprays, the twigs from the Martha Stewart punch. Here, which I did not take out this die, but I did use it. This is the Diemond Die's Holly Leaves die set. And this die is also for the Christmas holidays. My favorite go-to is for the flowers. I don't know if you can see that, but I distressed the leaves and then I embossed it with my stylus. There you go. That's a much better view of it. And I have several of them here and here. I believe I had another one over here, I think, but I might have buried it. Oh, here it is. And then this one right here. So I used the holly leaves also from Diemond Die's behind the flowers, and I distressed everything with weathered wood. And I did paper piece, her little boots as well. And here's her little buddy, the hedgehog. Now for her, I used my Copic markers on her little face and her hair. Everything else was paper piece. But I have her here on 3 different layers. Here is where I use my Diemond Die's oval nesting die. And the reason I wanted to really show you that, guys, how well it worked with the Spellbinders. Sometimes we can't help, like for instance myself, I just love the intricacy and the intricate cuts that some of the Spellbinders has. And one of the newer dies that I just purchased was that one, right? But sometimes okay, I'm going to give you an example. You see here, there's only 1, 2, oval cuts that nest nicely with this set. They only give you an option of 2. Sometimes I don't want my oval so close to the edge. I would like it to maybe have a 1/4 inch space between where I left off with my last cut and where this one is. Now for this particular card, I used 2 different Spellbinder oval dies. And again, this particular set here did not offer, and that's this set right here, it doesn't offer you a, I'm going to say an oval to matte. Now, what I used to do in the past was I would cut this out twice, or I would cut it out and then I would trace the inside and then cut even smaller from that, because even that was a little too close to the edge. Sometimes I want it right up there on top of the edge, but sometimes I might want to have a little bit more of a border. What I love about purchasing the Diemond Die nesting dies is that they work fabulous, because D offers you a significant amount of different sizes, like this one here. This is 8 different sizes, and I believe there's one more. Because you get so many, she stacks them up nicely and she gives you such a variety. It's almost guaranteed that you're going to find one that you're going to be happy with to work with other die sets, which is why I really wanted to do this card. Usually when I do my Diemond Die DT projects, I only use Diemond Die dies, but I think it's time to share with you all the other great ways that it can work with other dies as well. One of the things that I noticed with some of the other die companies is when they do offer you nesting die sets, they have now what they have is large and small, and you have to buy 4 large ones and 4 small ones, and each set, guys, will cost you at least $25 each set. So before you know it, if you want a total of 10 nesting dies or 8 nesting dies, you're going to pay $50 a set. Diemond Dies does not offer that. Diemond Dies, what Dee has done, and again, you can see it here, she has the large and the small together. She doesn't separate her sets. Look at how big this is. This is going to work for your 5x7. This is going to work in conjunction with your grand caliber dies. Some of those dies, not all of them, but some of them will work so nicely with these. I just want to give you an idea of how big this die really is. Now, this is a 5x7 card. Do you see how big that is? You can use them as mini album shape dies. You can use them for easel card dies. Her nesting sets are unbelievable. The fact that you get so many, such a range of sizes and so many dies in a nesting set is what I love so much about my Diemond Die nesting dies. Like, I cannot say enough of them. Enough about them. So what I wanted to share with you guys was for those of us who are Spellbinder lovers. Some of you even have a lot of lawn fawn dies and stamp sets like I do. Again, my nesting sets to me are everything when playing and making cards, because I have such a variety and so many dies to choose from. They are awesome for layouts. They all work as picture frames. There's such a variety of things to do with these nesting die sets. And what I love the most about her nesting dies, even though they're thinlits, if you use, let's say, cereal box or lightweight chipboard, even the medium chipboard, I have been able to cut through. Now, I have not used it on heavyweight chipboard, but the medium weight chipboard for me works fine. I never work with heavyweight chipboard anyway, and that's why I'm saying that. I always find the medium weight more than strong enough for the projects that I need to make. And of course, the more intricate the dies are, the more consideration you're going to have to give as far as the thickness of whatever you're cutting. And that goes with all dies, not just Diemond dies. So I just wanted to stop a moment and just let you know that that's one of the reasons that inspired this card was the new die that I had purchased and the oval dies. I just loved that I can use my Diemond Dies nesting sets in conjunction with these spellbinders, and they matted perfectly. And with a variety of 8 different sizes, I knew I was going to find a size that would go there just fine. So, yep, so back to my card. So I also used that lawn fawn paper on this die cut here. I do have these layers on pop-up foam dots, as you can see there. So I have several different little layers going on. Then I added some white sequins that I had in my stash, as you can see there. And of course, being a holiday card, I really try to glam it up a lot with some glitter on the bottom of a card. And I just realized I raised up my little bow a little too much here. I leaned on it. Down here, I just have a very simple bow that I made with some red organza ribbon and a little gold button in the middle. On the inside of my card, I was going through my stash and I found this pack of vellum quotes that I have for when I make layouts. And I decided to use this one for my card. And it says, "At Christmas play and make good cheer, for Christmas comes but once a year." And that's by Thomas Tusser. And what I did to that is I added some more of that lawn fawn paper there in the background. I matted that on red cardstock, used some more of the graphic 45 papers. This is a K & Company little bow dimensional die cut that I had in my stash. And I just added some more of the glitter here in the background on the vellum, just to give it a little pop of holiday bling bling. I just love everything that sparkles during Christmas. It's like glitter. You can't have enough of it. I just hate touching glitter. And that's why I love these glitter glues so much, guys. I love the look of glitter. I just don't like glitter on everything. And it does happen. I mean, I will still use it, of course. Who doesn't love glitter? But I really love these glitter glues, and this one happens to be Zaz. I believe this is by American Crafts. There's also Stickles. Stickles is by far my favorite glitter glue in the world. I also have some from what's the Michaels kind, the G Studios. They work just fine, but definitely Stickles is my favorite. So yeah. So that's lots of glitter glue, and that's basically my card. Again, this is one of the cards that I would say has a lot more detailed involved. There's paper piecing going on, there's Copics, there's layering. So yeah, this is definitely one of those, this is not a 5-minute card like the ones that I've been making. So I decided to take a little break from my quick and fast cards and give you a card that has a little bit more layering and detailed involved. And I hope that in sharing this with you, I have inspired you a little bit with these beautiful, beautiful dies. I think they make awesome Christmas flowers. And I'm liking this so much, I'm thinking of making some more cards just using the flowers and the sentiment. I mean, that's how much I'm really loving that whole snowflake on top of the poinsettia look. So I hope you like it too. Feel free to share and use these ideas too. Also, quick reminder, Diemond Die's Facebook. If you go on over and leave a comment, like a few projects, T is now doing random drawings, so you may win a... I hate it when it stays out of focus like that while I'm speaking. You may be lucky just by going over and visiting. You may be a lucky winner and win a gift certificate for some new dies. Also want to remind you that for the upcoming month in January, we are going to go back to making some cards over at the Diemond Die's Facebook page. I want to encourage all my friends that have purchased dies to go on over and show a little love and support and join the card swap that we have over there. We also still have our monthly Make It with Diemond Dies giveaway, which is just you guys make anything you want. Just use either one or more Diemond Die dies in your project, post a picture, and you will be eligible. And if you don't have Facebook, you can make a video and post it on YouTube, and that will also qualify you for the drawing. So if you have those dies and you've been making projects, come and share with us and win a prize. All we ask is that you post a picture either on Facebook or share it on YouTube as proof of your project. And also, Dee asks that the projects that you make, please let them be new projects. We don't want to see the same card used more than twice. All right, as long as it's a new project, whatever you like. For the Make It with Diemond Die dies. For the card swap, it has to be a card. It has to be a card that's 4x4 or bigger. It can be any size you would like, and we ask that you leave the card blank so that your recipient may be able to use that card. That's pretty much it, guys. I think I've covered all interesting information that's going on right now. I hope you all have a really blessed day, and I hope that you like this video. I will talk to you all very soon. Bye for now.